Does justice always arrive swiftly, or does it sometimes take its sweet time, cloaked in the gossamer threads of divine wisdom? This question is one that has provoked much thought and led to numerous spirited discussions throughout generations. It is the subject of quiet conversation by candlelight and deep introspection in the hallowed halls of universities. Across the ages, this query has echoed in the grand halls of justice and in the private spaces of the human mind. It teases the heart, tantalizes the intellect, and tests the patience of those who dare to explore its complexities. Does justice always arrive swiftly like a knight in shining armor, or does it sometimes move at a slower pace, cloaked in enigmatic wisdom? This inquiry is not just about justice, it is about life, patience, and the belief in an ordered universe. It questions faith, hope, and the principle of karma. The notion that every action has a reaction, and that what goes around comes around is encapsulated within this profound question. The query encourages us to reflect, to introspect, to delve into the depths of humanity's search for meaning. What is our place in the vast cosmic dance of life and death, of justice and injustice, of truth and falsehood? It is a question that has puzzled philosophers and seekers of truth for eons. Why are we here? What is our role in this grand cosmic dance of life and death, of justice and injustice, of truth and falsehood? Consider a tale from the annals of Islamic history, a story that reflects divine justice. In the broad chronicles of the past, an account stands out, a beacon of understanding of divine justice. It narrates the life of a unique man, revered in his time, a man known as Qarun. Qarun was a man of wealth, not common wealth, but wealth that competed with nations. His riches, rather than fostering humility and generosity, fueled his arrogance. This arrogance became a tale in itself, making him legendary. Featured in the Quran, Surah Al-Qasas, Qarun is seen as more than just a name. He becomes an emblem, an example for those who allow material possessions to overshadow their moral compass. This narrative unfurls around Qarun, a man of immense wealth and remarkable arrogance, as narrated in the Quran, Surah Al-Qasas. Qarun was a member of the Israelites during the time of Prophet Musa, commonly referred to by many as Moses. His reputation as one of the wealthiest individuals of his time was widespread. His vast fortune, not confined to gold and silver, but inclusive of precious jewels, rare artifacts, and valuable metals, was a testament to his opulence. Indeed, the mere keys to his treasure chambers were so heavy that they required a group of robust men to carry them, a testament to the magnitude of his wealth. With immense wealth came not just notoriety, but an inflated sense of self-worth. Qarun had a grandiose demeanor, forever flaunting his staggering wealth with an air of superiority. His lavish lifestyle included parading around town in the most expensive attire, decked in the costliest of jewels. His wealth had given him an air of entitlement, and he never missed an opportunity to flaunt it. Ignoring the wisdom of his people who urged him to use his wealth for the betterment of others, his arrogance made him turn a deaf ear. They advised him to seek happiness in what Allah had granted him and encouraged him to be generous and humble. However, he remained unyielding, his arrogance blinding him to their counsel. Despite his wealth, Qarun's inflated him down a path of arrogance. He paraded around town, perpetually displaying his wealth, ignoring the advice and wisdom of his people. They urged him to find happiness in what Allah had granted him and show generosity to others. Yet, with great wealth came great arrogance. Qarun strutted about, displaying his riches with ostentation, ignoring the advice of his people to seek happiness in what Allah had given him and to be generous to others. In his hubris, Qarun was certain that his wealth was a result of his pure efforts, his merit. He saw himself as the architect of his affluence, attributing his many gold and silver to his wise choices and quick wits. He held a firm conviction that his success was solely due to his hard work and relentless drive for wealth. Qarun overlooked the divine, dismissing the cosmic force that oversees everything. His vision was obscured by the gleaming of his gold and the sheen of his silver, concealing the truth from him. He existed in a self-centered bubble, lacking humility and gratitude. Yet he was unaware divine justice was silently watching, patiently waiting. Divine justice, while it may seem slow to act, is always accurate, precise, and utterly inevitable. One day, as Qarun paraded his wealth before his people, the earth beneath him opened up and swallowed him and all his riches. Known for his immense wealth, Qarun was a man accustomed to flaunting his opulence. His splendor was the talk of the town, a sight that sparked awe and envy. But Qarun's arrogance was unparalleled, and he lacked humility. His pride stemmed from his vast wealth, yet he never demonstrated a shred of gratitude. Suddenly, the earth trembled beneath his feet, as if in protest of his arrogance. The ground split open without warning, swallowing Qarun and his wealth. Onlookers watched in disbelief as the man who epitomized power vanished into the earth. The incident served as a poignant lesson to all who had observed this startling event. This was Allah's divine retribution, a stark reminder that arrogance and wealth without humility and gratitude lead to one's downfall. In the end, Qarun, the man of immense wealth, was left with nothing but a legacy of avarice, arrogance, and a testament to divine justice. Qarun's wealth was not just physical riches, but a symbol of his inflated ego and unchecked pride. He was a man who valued worldly possessions over divinity. His arrogance was his cloak, and he disregarded the virtues of humility and charity. His pursuits were grounded in vanity, living only for his reflection. The glitter of his gold mirrored in his eyes, a testament to his unending greed. His words were laced with the overconfidence of a man who believed he was unbeatable. But divine justice had a different fate for him. This tale serves as a timeless reminder that even if one soars high on arrogance and pride, divine justice brings them back to earth. It whispers the truth: the higher one goes, the harder they fall. This story portrays the inevitable downfall awaiting those who choose arrogance and the humbling effect of divine justice. It reminds us that the materialistic world is fleeting and true wealth in the richness of one's character. The command is clear: the higher one goes, the harder they fall. Thus, the story of Qarun teaches us that the only real wealth one can possess is the richness of their character. So what have we unfolded today? We explored the profound concept of justice, its intricate layers and divine form. We learned that justice, while not immediate, is a certainty in the universe's grand scheme. Its timing may not meet our expectations, but it is always present, ready to serve where it's due. We then journeyed through Qarun's life, a man whose wealth rivaled kingdoms. His character was defined by arrogance, believing he was above divine law, untouched by its consequences. He flaunted his opulence, belittling those less fortunate, and this pride eventually led to his downfall. The very ground he arrogantly walked upon turned on him. In an act of divine justice, he was swallowed whole, his wealth unable to protect him against divine law's force. He was consumed by the earth, a reminder of the almighty power of justice. And so, we conclude with the sobering thought: he was swallowed by the very earth he walked on. This tale from the Quran underlines the importance of humility, gratitude, and the understanding that all blessings are from a higher power. This ancient story is a reminder of modesty and thankfulness. It conveys through a web of symbols that our possessions aren't just results of our actions, but gifts from the divine. The tale stresses the significance of recognizing the unseen force that shapes our destiny. It urges us to value our blessings, understanding that they are a blend of hard work and divine favor. It highlights the dangers of arrogance and pride, warning us not to lose sight of our humble beginnings. It paints a vivid picture of the risk of disregarding our origins, of disconnecting from the ground that fostered our growth. It advises against a bloated sense of self, cautioning us about thinking we are above the divine. The tale brings to light the fleeting nature of power and wealth. It underscores the eternal nature divine justice. It warns against the perils of forgetting one's roots and considering oneself superior to divine justice. In the grand scheme of things, the tale implores us to comprehend the transient nature of power and wealth, and to grasp the everlasting nature of divine justice. It warns of the dangers of arrogance, of forgetting one's roots, and believing oneself to be above divine justice. In the grand scheme of things, the story of Qarun unfolds as a symbol of universal truth, echoing across centuries. His tale, rich in religious importance, presents a principle which is timeless and enduring. Qarun's narrative is not just a tale, but a demonstration of the battle between good and evil. Qarun, known for his riches and pride, is recalled not for his wealth but for his misuse of it. His story affirms that those who err might seem to prosper initially. They might accumulate fortunes and live in luxury. Their success, however, is a mere illusion, a weak echo of the rewards that true righteousness brings. Though wrongdoers may seem to attain endless wealth, they are never truly free. They are under the vigilant gaze of the divine. Allah's power is omnipresent and unfaltering. Divine justice, essential to many faiths, is seen as patient. It's quiet, steady, and waits for the perfect time to act. Despite its patience, it is always inevitable. No matter how long it takes, divine justice will always prevail. No one, regardless of their power or wealth, can ever escape from Allah. Divine justice may be patient, but it is always inevitable.